I'm a voice. Okay. I'm going to read The Little Wonders by Rob Thomas. Anthony, this was in the movie Meet the Robinsons. Um, that was Papa's favorite movie from Disney before he died. He would keep playing it, and then you ended up saying that one verse. Anyways, I'm gonna read this real quick for you boys, so you can remember what's going on. Okay. Let it go. Oh, this is what Papa gave to me right before he passed away. The song when you wanted to watch Meet the Robinsons, Anthony. When Papa right after Papa died, I put the movie on and the song came on, and I started crying. For other reasons. So I'm going to read you the lyrics, and then the dots will connect for you. Okay. Let it go, let it roll off your shoulders. Don't you know the hardest part is over? Let it in, let your clarity define you. In the end, we will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twisted and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remains. Let it slide, let your troubles fall behind, let it shine till you feel it all around you. I don't know, I don't mind if it's me you need to turn to. We'll get by. In the heart, that really matters in the end. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Times falls away, but these small hours still remains. That's the song that Papa gave to me, and then when I hear the song, he'll give me that to know that is him coming in. And that song was like within 48 hours, that song within his passing. And that was, man, it's okay. That's this guy here is why Matt Craby's funny. This Rob Thomas guy, he looked like in school. What is so crazy is the Londa Gallo girl. She had a big crush on this what's his name? Bobby something. Forgot his last name, but Matt Craby was boyfriends with, like, they were really big butt buddies. They did everything together, but they both had a like for this, my friend Christy, and she was white and really pretty. And my mom called her Ellie Mae. Well, anyway, so this Rob Thomas guy kind of looked like the Bobby character, this boy Bobby, that one of my friends Yolanda liked a lot. She kept comparing him, and she was a big music head too. And she was doing the witch stuff. She was like into all that Hollywood bullshit stuff, and she was heavily into white boys. And since she liked Rob Thomas music, she instantly wanted to go out with this Robert guy, but the Robert guy didn't like her, like Christy, and then end up having Yolanda end up getting really super jealous of Christy for no fucking reason, like completely, totally different. It's not your type, whatever it is, you know. So then the Robert guy ends up going out with Elizabeth, Stacy, Lauren Tapia's cousin. And I'm like, that is just so weird. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it would be the end of it in middle school, because that's the last time I saw him in middle school. He didn't go to Westminster High School. So that was it. That I remember, I think that was it. I don't remember him going to Westminster High School. But anyways, so that was the whole thing. And he lived the same block as, like, we all lived in a small, like, community area. Even that's how I met Bo Smart, J-Lo's ex. So to me, Scientology has been in Westminster for quite some fucking time now. And there's a reason for everything. Of course I do that. Of course I do that bullshit. So Anthony, when you kept doing that, let me get that. Then when I graduated high school, he's giving me, my dad goes, high school, the age. We're at 13. I'm 15. I'm 14. He's telling his. I even forgot the characters.
Did you catch this at Meet the Robinsons? Take a closer look at some of the family portraits and you'll notice they're signed by the artist. In this case, Rappel.
Okay, wait a minute. And there is also, my sister Michelle had something about Meet the Robinsons. Oh, damn it. Oh my gosh. Was it the time machine part? Is it? That's where it was the keep moving forward part. That's where my dad told me what my dad told me to do.
I don't even know what I'm doing. Keep moving forward. I mean, this stuff is way too advanced for me. Keep moving forward. And what if I can't fix this? What are we gonna do? Keep moving forward. Why do you keep saying that? And don't just say keep moving forward. It's my dad's motto. Why would his motto be keep moving forward? It's what he does. What's that supposed to mean? That is an excellent question. Robinson Industries, the world's leading scientific research and design factory. My dad runs the company. They mass produce his inventions. His motto, keep moving forward. It's what he does.
And it's funny because my dad, Lauren Tapia ratted himself out because he doesn't know Disney. His family's not into like that shit. So why would Disney stuff pop up all of a sudden on his page? My dad's the one, like I even have pictures of him in Disneyland, with our son. My dad had big dreams, and I think yeah. He wants me, Anthony, to tell you when my grandma died. My dad didn't have a grandma. My dad didn't have a mom for very long. And when my dad's mom died, I never met her. I never met my dad's mom. But when she died, my dad went into a spiral, went into a deep dark depression, a really hard depression. And music helped him get out of some kind of dark place. Um, so he's telling me to do that now. When when my mom's mom died, my dad took it really hard. My dad made sure my mom had everything. Like, what do you need? My dad was actually cleaning out the house, cleaning up, taking us to school. He was spoiling my mom. And I think you could tell she only worked to support her habit. And my dad ended up supporting everything and found himself in a deep hole because of his fucking karma. My mom never forgave him that he cheated, and it showed. It certainly did show. She's taking it out on me, but she gave birth to me, so I mean, there's no denying who kid I am, anyways, because I look like him. I look like the motherfucker. I take after him. That's why I'm indoors, because I can't control my anger, can't control my temper. And it shows to me when my son got injured in the hospital, he really needed me. And I thought I was like this powerful mom. Like, I got it together. I held it together in the hospital. The 911 call, everything. His arm was like an S when he fell. I was calm. I held him. But I told him, like, Colin, I can't move you. I'm gonna call 911. I was shaking the whole time, but I was calm. I didn't freak out or anything, because it's important for a child to know that a parent is calm with them. Like everything's handled. Just tell him, like, I just told him, like, I'm gonna call 911. I don't know how bad it is. I don't want to hurt you anymore. Just hold on tight. They're gonna come. We're gonna go to the hospital. I don't know what to do. So we're gonna get this done. And there's kids around. There's a bunch of parents around. So there was support. There was help. And the paramedics were kind of assholes, and then they saw the arm. Then I'm like, I don't know what to do. And they're like, oh, he wasn't wearing a helmet. But even Colin's like, it's my arm. Colin, so love Colin. And then the paramedics were like, all right, it is serious. Yeah, we got to take you. Then when we went to the hospital's like, it's just a broken arm. Like, get up. We need to weigh him. The paramedics even said, like, no, his arm is broken. I don't think he should get up right now. It's not safe for him. And the paramedics like, I'm gonna stay with you for a little longer, because that wasn't like, I'm like, I thought we were gonna have a hard time with the paramedics, but that was comforting. I was fine. I was totally fine up until we went to the next room. They gave him a shot. Up until they gave him a shot, they had to go like to the like bone, and I was like holding his arm. I was like, give me the pain. I want to take the pain. And when the time comes, when they stretched out his arm, when they did all that arm thing, I just like, I couldn't. I just wanted to collapse. I felt like weak. I felt like flesh, like my whole, like the blood just went down on my toes. It felt like my blood sugar dropped. That's exactly how it felt. My blood sugar dropped, and I was so focused on him. And I'm like, Ari was warning people already. Like I told them, and even the doctor's like, "Mommy, are you okay, Mom?" Like, I'm like, "No," and they're like, "All right, go get her." And I'm like, "Fuck, this is what I didn't want happen." Because I laughed at this. My cousin Ricky's husband Larry, he passed out in the hospital because he saw blood, so they had to tend to him. He was weak, so he can't really go into the hospital because he will pass out. He's sensitive like that. So certain triggers, I'll get the same thing. It's a flashback. It's something there. It's a trip. It's a trip. That's a trigger. It's a trigger. So, um, like I seen it before. I know it, the pain. My sister went through the same fucking thing. Oh, not the same fucking thing. My aunt Colin was far worse, but Stephanie, she had a broken thumb. She had a broken ankle. She twisted her ankle. She had so many things wrong. Um, and then a finger. I think she even broke a finger too, and a thumb. Um, and I was with her the whole time, and I'm like, I wish I had the pain, but I didn't want to pass out. Um, but with my own son, uh, it was something I never wanted to experience. Yeah, I don't want to do that again. So you feel helpless, you feel useless. That's exactly how I feel now. Um, and it, these people that have passed away, that are on the other side, they give me that feeling too. It's just like that feeling. You can't do anything. It's better that you're here now so you can tell him in person, I'm still here. I'm just fucking in my own la la land because I have trauma. I shouldn't be like that. I should be where the doctor's at. But for some fucking reason, I'm been blocked. So that's my time. This is the moment where I need to be like, all right, uh, these things are gonna happen. The natural disasters are gonna happen. So seeing children hurt is very painful, but seeing children hiding their pain, it comes out in so many ways. And it's something that I think a lot of mediums and psychics and people that are really other children, they feed off of that. And Desi was one of them. There's another child that was more sensitive than Desi. His name was Kevin, and he was in Desi's class. He was so sweet, but his mom didn't understand. His mom spoke Spanish, and his mom didn't understand that he was a very medium child. He can probably see a lot of spirits around. He saw a lot of auras. So a certain adults that he was around, he would be looking to them. He would look at them, and he would be like, he would do that. He would kind of use his shoulders. So to me, I'd be like, he's watching the body language on how to approach that adult. For a preschooler, He knows his feelings. He knows what adult is going to hurt his feelings or not when they're in a bad mood. Compared to Desi don't want to deal with you anyways. Desi will deal with you no matter what. He'll deal with you, and he won't deal with you depending on what. And if you hurt his feelings, he's gonna let you know. Or just shut down. And then this boy, he just ends up just crying and crying. And where my son just ends up using his anger, and this other boy, Kevin, he's using his emotions. And that teacher just, because she didn't like the mom, because the teacher didn't like the mom, the teacher went after him. Disgusting. This is why I volunteered, and this is why I stayed, because I'm like, someone had to see that. And every time I helped out, I just made sure that that teacher knew that I was someone watching her. Mrs. Paul should be, be investigated for child abuse. And the 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 students that she dealt with, I hope they heal. I hope they understand what was going on with them, that it was abuse. That's what these teachers did, was abuse. No preschooler should be no preschool teacher should be acting it like it was a prison. To be fun. And even Colin's preschool teacher, Mrs. Sai, she was I think Vietnamese. She was, I don't know what race she was, but she was in that category. But she was nice. She spoke English, and she did speak another language. She was clean, and she made sure all the kids washed their hands. She made sure, she tried her best to make sure all the kids understood. And she knew Colin was very highly intelligent, with a lot of those kids were. She was everywhere. She was overwhelmed. She was, I felt like she was a teacher that was in it for the children. And I liked her, and I helped out a lot. And I showed my appreciation with her, and my respect. What made me concerned was the janitor did not like her. The janitor tried to get her fired. Mr. Green, Tim Green, tried to get her fired. Made numerous complaints on her about the traffic, the preschoolers' parents picking up their kids. He made a big fuss about it every time, really rude, towards her face. You need to tell your parents that they can't be here. You need to tell your parents they can't park here and pick up their kids. Tell your parents they can't do this and that. And it was really rude. The way he treated her was disgusting. And it was racist. Pure racist. And it was disgusting because he had some Vietnamese kids and some Mexican kids, adults, parents. He liked. He played. He was grooming them. He didn't like them. He was just grooming them to be like, give me the latest on this person. Give me the latest on that person. He was just fishing. That's all he was. He shouldn't janitors should not have kids in their little hut. And I remember when I went to Mears Elementary School, we had a female janitor. That was the first time I saw a female janitor. I forgot her name, but she was a female janitor, and she adopted two ducks that came to, and she named them Hillary and Bill Clinton. The ducks that would come to the school, and everyone knows we're not allowed to touch the ducks. The ducks have the land and whatever it was. You give the ducks privacy, you gave them space, whatever it was. When the ducks come, it's the ducks' day, So the janitor made sure that we knew that, and it was a female janitor. Compare, and it's crazy to me because it was a complete opposite to all the other janitors I saw, and it was totally different than what Mr. Greenwood did, what he did. And then when I went to Anderson Elementary School later on, it wasn't the janitor's job to interact with children. Then I see later down the line, Miss Breckenridge was using the janitor to help support children. The janitor was taking the time out of his job, his duties to clean up his job, doing his job. The principal is saying, go tend to this child, talk to this child. I get that. That's really good on that part. Of really awesome. I thought that was awesome. But then I heard that this janitor is being mistreated. Like, in a way, he's being mistreated. He was horribly being mistreated. I knew that from the day one when I started the PTA. Everyone was saying, go to this janitor, go to this janitor. And I would go to him and he would be overworked. The PTA was asking so much shit from him, and Nancy, the office, everybody was asking so much shit for him. And I can't believe it. It wasn't his job. And I'm like, and even Mr. Green was giving me a hard fucking time. And here's this principal, like, I don't understand, like, Mr. Green, I was told that they outsource janitors. The janitors are not part of the school district team. They are, like, I guess they're outsourcing people. But then they get rewards and whatnot. They get recognition in the school district. But they're not hired by the school district. They're hired by another source. I don't understand. How come Mr. Green how come there was no police report? How come I wasn't allowed to make a police report? How come it was swept under the rug? How come the rumors were still, like, the truth will come out. So many things are being swept under the rug, and it cannot be like that anymore. I know there has to be more people like this, like me, that are victims of school violence and school abuse. For whatever reason why they're not coming forward, I do not know. But I guarantee this is why people feel so alone and feel so abandoned and feel better and healthier, that they just are alone. But meanwhile, the land is being neglected, and our ancestors are pushing us, because, like, where do we go next? Look, just watch it. Just all watch it go away, because that's what's happening. If you're not grateful, if you weren't grateful before, And you're not grateful now, you're not going to be grateful later on. And if you're grateful before, you're grateful now, you're going to be grateful later on. So you're good to go. If you're not grateful before, then you're grateful now. Keep being grateful. It's coming. It's going to. It's hard, but it's something that it's just going to help you. And it's nothing. It's. They keep giving me wheelchairs a lot. Yesterday was so many wheelchairs. And I remember wheelchairs were very expensive. Wheelchairs. I'm gonna find the meaning of that and see. All right. I keep asking, am I gonna stop crying? I guess crying is a good. It helps release the toxins too out of your body. I noticed that if you do eat a little healthier and you watch what you put in your body, the tears burn less, and you end up finding a different meaning of. You end up finding a different way of crying. Don't cry, do more crime. Stupid. These jokes, man. Dr. Seuss on the loose. I love you, boys. I'll see you soon. The rhyming helps. I just don't understand jokes and poems and stuff sometimes. I just overthink it, and then it's like, well, if it's not meant for me, then it'll go over my head until it'll come back around. Yeah, until I get all my ducks in a row, then I will end up understanding what that meant. Yeah. I love you, boys, and I'll see you soon.